Hello, welcome to AM Whiskey Reviews. Once again, I am your host, Ben Rosenthal. Um, I am reviewing another vodka today. Uh, Once again, we can thank my friend Wojtek. Uh, Wojtek is a man who lives on a bench. I don't actually know where he lives. I've only ever seen him on the bench. I don't think he gets mail there, although I don't know. Uh, by now, they may just assume that that's where he's going to be found, and even if that is not his official mailing address, I have seen envelopes on the bench. So it is possible that the post office is now just dropping the mail off at the bench for Wojtek. And it's clearly for him because the addresses are back from Poland. There's a lot of stamps on it. Clearly, there are people who love him. And I don't know if he loves any one of them as much as he loves the vodka. But he definitely does love the vodka, and because he loves vodka, he has plenty to give me when he has consumed all but the last few drops. Um, and this is one such vodka. Okay, this it must have been. I don't know if it was a Polish holiday or if he had won some scratch off or if but he definitely sprung for this one. This is Absolut Juice, it's called Absolut Juice, which I thought was actually a vodka that O.J. Simpson had was marketing. Absolute Juice. Back when he played, they used to call him Juice. It's a brutal Juice, brutal. That was before the later chapters of his life. I want to say something on the subject. O.J. Simpson might be a kind of happy man right now um, because of Herschel Walker's political candidacy. I'm not sure that OJ isn't the least popular former Heisman Trophy winner anymore. I would say that perhaps OJ Simpson owes Herschel Walker a debt of gratitude, a thanks on this one. I mean, do people hate OJ as much as Herschel Walker? But in any case, he's no longer, the worst former NFLer, I don't think. I mean, I don't know who's going to do more damage to the country. Probably Herschel Walker. Um, in any case, yeah, this is Absolute Juice. It is a 5% strawberry juice. Here it goes. Made with superb Absolute vodka, 5% strawberry juice, a natural flavor inspired by the long, warm days of the Swedish summer. Uh, yeah, it's a Swedish vodka. Um, and uh, the thing about Sweden is that it is a country of flawlessly dressed men, truly flawlessly dressed men. Not flawlessly handsome, but flawlessly dressed. And yet, uh, their musical taste tends to be often, when you get beyond ABBA or Ace of Base, it tends to run to the sort of morbid metal side of things, like a really like just coarse, scabrous, thumping, driving. Tuneless metal. There's a darkness in there that is reflected, I think, in the suicide rates, in which are very very high. And it's at odds with this sort of ruddy complexioned, otherwise they look like they don't get sick. They look like they don't get sick. So obviously, it's like a Dorian Gray situation. They're extremely healthy looking prim and trim on the outside. Inside, there's just a rankling stench of death. So and here we have it, right? Like there's a pretty strawberries on the bottle. It's a very pastoral scene, and it's health. It's white. Like look at the white label with the little strawberries, but inside it's just this is rot gut stuff in here, man. And this is the death metal. This is the stuff. This is like the Ramstein Stein, whatever. That's a German band, I think, but that's the stuff they listen to. Way beyond that too. I mean, and so that's where really what this absolute juice, this sort of anodyne, innocuous sounding absolute juice. But if you pour this in a cup and you are in absolute hell. I can tell you from experience. I've been drinking this for hours, and it is awful. It is so awful that I have to get down to the bottom of the bottle. I have to kill it. I have to just get rid of it. I can't. I mean, I am in 5% strawberry hell. Brutal juice, brutal. See, I'm nothing if not full of references that nobody under the age of 60 will get. It's a strange world to live in. But do people in there, do they even know who O.J. Simpson is anymore? I mean, the very accomplished guy in so many different respects. Um, yeah, so here we have Absolute Juice. What would I pair this with? I'd pair it with a kind of resentment and hatred of Finland. I would pair it with someone who's tired of being confused with people who are of Viking heritage, because the Swedes are not Vikings. I don't think there's the Danes and the Nords. I think I would pair it with who's Swedish. Do I know? Who would be Swedish? Former New York Rangers goaltender Henrik Lundqvist. Um BB Anderson, Liv Ullmann, Gunnar Bjorkstrand, Erland Josephson. These are all the sort of repertory players from the films of Ingmar Bergman, Ingrid Thulin. If you can get a hold of any of those people, I would definitely try to get Liv Ullmann, because she seemed, she's sort of, retains a kind of nubility. Is that the nubile? She's still nubile somehow. Ingrid Thulin is probably dead, but if you can dial her up and get her to come over and do some shots of this, was she the one in Wild Strawberries? Who was the that? See, this is the thing. They're just seizing on the Wild Strawberries. Victor Schustrom, who was the star of Wild Strawberries. I think I don't even know these names before I drank the vodka. That's how poisonous this stuff is. I'm starting to like. I'm almost having a kind of filmic seance here. I mean, messages are just coming to me here. Definitely like the only way to get through the seventh seal without dying of complete boredom would be to maybe have this, because this will kill you before the movie does. Um, he's had some great movies. I don't understand the Seventh Seal. Oh, Max von Sydow. Yeah, you can bring him into this. I think he might have died last year or the year before. He might still be alive. He's alive. He's alive here, and this vodka will bring him back to life. It'll raise the dead all over the place. It even brought back O.J. Simpson, at least to my memory. Yeah, I don't know. It's another Wojtek special, and I think I may not get any vodka from Wojtek for a while, because I think he really blew his wad on this one. I mean, I don't know how he's going to afford even the cheap stuff. So by hook or by crook, I will have whiskey for you in my next review. I promise. I pinky promise. Um, in any case, thank you for coming along, and I hope to see you next time. Over and out.